Magandang hapon mula sa Phil Oil Flying V Center sa San Juan City kung saan nagpapatuloy ang inyong inaabangang aksyon sa Reinforced Conference ng Premier Volleyball League. 1 game down, 1 game to go sa inyong doubleheader ngayong Sabado, and it is an exciting matchup between the hungry Perla Spikers and the rejuvenated High Flyers. It promises to be an exciting game here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center, and we're so glad you could join us live and exclusive via ABS-CBN Sports over SNA and on Liga. You can find us on the live stream as well, taking the PVL with you everywhere you go. And as you mentioned, very excited that you could join us. Ako po, si Jing Hamlang, ang partner ko for today ay nagbabalik na si Noreen Gong. How are you?
Hi, Jing. It's great to be back. I'm so excited.
And rounding out our broadcast team, the one and only lovely Cam Lagmay.
Hello, Jing. Hello, Noreen. Nice to be here again.
So, as you mentioned, very excited for this game between the High Flyers and the Perla Spikers. The three of us are ready. Ang mga players ay nag-warm up na sa likod. Ang tanong, handa na ba kayo? Tara, game!
Hello mga kapamilya, welcome back. It is day 9 of the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Balikan po natin ang mga previous games na nilaro ng mga kapunan natin na maglalaro ngayong gabi. We have the Perla Spikers who just came from a third loss this time to the Water Defenders in 4 sets. And we also have the High Flyers who celebrated their comeback win against the Lady Oragons in 4 sets as well.
We're about halfway through our first round dito sa Reinforced Conference, and there's a lot of surprises. If we take a look at the updated team standings, ang sabi nga natin, 1 game down already dito sa ating doubleheader ngayong Sabado, and that was between the Navy Lady Oragons and the Angels. And the Angels ay nagtagumpay dun sa laban na yun, that moves them up to a 2-3 record. Now let's take it from top to bottom here, Noreen. What stands out to you? Any surprises so far dito sa ating standings?
Yeah, well, Jing, we were talking about it before the game. The Purest Water Defenders. These are a pretty young team, but they're up there 3-1. Together with the Cool Smashers, which is not a surprise to us. Up there, High Flyers 3-1. Then we have the Air Force Lady Warriors 2-2, together with Tacloban Fighting Rise. And the Angels, you were mentioning, that win 2-3. Navy Lady Oragons 1-3. And the Perla Spikers at the bottom 1-4.
This one is a bit of a surprise heading into this Reinforced Conference. Ang Perla Spikers, with their experience and with the players in their roster, naisip natin na they will be one of the contenders here. But so far, they are struggling. And maybe perhaps we can get a little bit more insight with Cam Lagmay.
Yes, kilalanin pa natin ang mga Perlas imports natin. Panoorin po na natin ito.
Sends it to Montepila. Yes! Solid yun. At nagpupunta. They go to Bright with a tip. Oh! Easy point.
Ngayong PVL Reinforced Conference, target ng Perla Spikers to break into the Final Four. And to help them reach their goal, dalawang power hitters ang nadagdag sa kanilang much-improved lineup. Si Jutarat Montepila ng Thailand at Kia Bright from the US. May tuturing na veterano sa volleyball si Montepila. Sa katunayan ay bahagi niya siya ng club team na BanKo-Perlas na naglalaro sa Thailand League.
Yeah, I play with Churukit Bandit University. I play in club in Thailand, just a BanKo-Perlas volleyball club. I like anything for the body, is strong, and I have for volleyball for the study.
Coach Jerry And the Angels are flip or block.
I hope for my team go to Final Four. And maybe if have some time, go to finals.
Kia Bright stands at 5'11", and she played for University of Central Florida sa NCAA Division I. She's also a 3-time All-American Athletic Conference first-team inclusion and only the 5th player in UCF volleyball history to join the 1,000 kills and 1,000 digs elite club.
I originally started playing volleyball, honestly, just because my mom played when she was younger. I started playing freshman year of high school. I played basketball majority of my life. I just caught on quick, and it ended up moving to be the #1 love in my life. I've definitely grown as a player with this style of play. And each year I just strive to get better, and now I've officially made it, I guess. This is my rookie year, and so far so good, and I'm just excited to learn and get better. Outside of volleyball, I have a passion for travel in general. Anywhere I can go and just experience new culture and just learn about other people, make me a more well-rounded person and be able to appreciate all cultures.
Sorry natin. She will go back. She will go back. Wow.
So I felt like it was a great opportunity to get started playing and also to come over here and experience the Filipino culture.
At kahit busy sa kanilang training, Kia and U made time to check out the North.
Excited to go this obstacle course and overcome, and stay tuned.
Dinala namin sila sa White Rock Beach in Subic para mag-relax at para mag-enjoy under the sun.
So I'm getting ready to zip line. I have to get strapped in first. First time zip lining, so excited. And see you on the other side. Initially I was scared just because of the height, but it wasn't that bad. So it's good. It's very good. Fun, exciting. Everyone should try it.
Today I have enjoyed with a good team today with friends, and if I have some time, I come back.
So today has been absolutely awesome. We've done a lot of new things. We've got some great shots and videos. We just bonded like so easily. It's been just a great time, great vibes, all positivity, and we're just ready for the season to start. Good mini vacation.
With U and Kia leading the way, the future is definitely bright para sa Perla Spikers dito sa Premier Volleyball League.
Amazing feature on U and Kia Bright of Perla Spikers. Medyo nakakaingit, na pumunta sila doon. Tapos nag-enjoy lang sila.
Summer na summer talaga.
Guys, kailangan makakuha naman tayo ng trip na ganyan.
I know,
at least
true.
one time. But one of the things that stood out to me in that feature is the fact that si Kia Bright, nagsimula siya mag-volleyball in high school already. I mean, a lot of the players that talagang stand-out players, they started since they were kids. But she seems to be a natural when it comes to volleyball.
Yes, true. And she seems to be really enjoying her trip here in the Philippines. She said a while ago that she loves eating pancit, she loves lumpia. So it was good to hear that from her. Also, we would like to hear your thoughts and comments regarding the match. You can tweet us using the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN at ABS-CBN Sports. You can also check out our Instagram for exclusive photos, videos, and boomerangs at ABS-CBN_sports. At syempre, hindi po magpapuhuli ang Philippines #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. And please do like, share, follow, and comment on our Facebook page na malapit na po magkaroon ng 1 million likes, facebook.com/Premier Volleyball League. And of course, if you need one more reason to watch the games live, summer na summer, please head on over to the Phil Oil Flying V Arena where you guys can catch the mobile photo booth where you guys can have your photos taken with your family, your friends, and your loved ones, and maybe even your favorite athletes.
So much to enjoy. Really, no reason to miss out on any of the PVL action. You can take it with you on the road as well. Don't forget to sign up for your PayMaya account and watch us on the live stream. So there you go. So much to talk about still between the High Flyers and the Perla Spikers sa aming pagbabalik Kami dalawa ni Noreen ay hihimayin pa natin ang dalawang kupunan. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, live mula sa Phil Oil Flying V Center. First set action between the High Flyers and the Perla Spikers about to get underway. Live and exclusive here on SNA and on Liga. We're so glad you could join us, and right now we have an opportunity to speak with one of the players mula sa High Flyers. Joining us right now, BanKo-Perlas, the star of the last game. Sa pagkapanalo ng High Flyers, they bounced back after losing to the Cool Smashers. Ano nga ba ang rason kung paano kayong nakabalik kontra sa Lady Oragons after nun sa pagkatalo ninyo sa Cool Smashers?
Siguro po nag-move on na lang kami dun sa pagkatalo namin, then ginawa na sa training parang kung ano yung mga kulang namin nung last game, parang yun yung training namin, kaya nanalo kami dun sa Lady Oragons.
Well, alam natin ang PVL reunion of sorts to, former teammates, di ba? Nagti-team up ulit, then your opponents. Yung reunion nyo, maraming nagtatanong, your reunion with your coach, Roger, kumusta naman? Is it mas naka-pressure ba ngayon or mas relaxed?
Ano naman po, relax kasi kilala naman na po namin si Coach Roger, tsaka masaya po siya kasama. Para na din po kasi namin siyang tatay. Yun.
Well, coming in today's game, ano yung focus nyo para matalo nyo ang Perlas?
Siguro yung mag-focus kami sa floor defense, tsaka yung pinaka-importante po yung sa blockings namin. Ayun.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep you any further. Aiko, maraming salamat for giving us the time. Good luck sa game mamaya. All right. BanKo-Perlas was fantastic in the last outing, getting 11 points against the Navy Lady Oragons, and she was the real standout performer for the locals.
Well, you know, a lot of people were waiting for that. You know, the BanKo-Perlas before the ACL injury. People were excited to see how she's playing. And you know, we guarantee her fans that in the PVL, she always plays well. So if you want to see the old form of BanKo-Perlas, you gotta tune into their games.
And there you can see 11 big points in that one. She was leading the local contingent of the High Flyers, who also got big games courtesy of Shelby Sullivan and Tess Roundtree. Let's take a look now at the numbers in that match between the High Flyers and the Navy Lady Oragons. 4-set win para dito sa kupunan ng High Flyers, fresh after losing kontra sa Cool Smashers. So that's got to be good for their confidence.
Oh, definitely, Jing. You know, that's always a good sign, especially for a team or for the coach, coming off a loss and then you perform well. But when you look at the numbers, really, it's a close match. You know, 25-23, 22-25, 25-20, 25-23. So it could have gone either way. But the High Flyers, obviously, they were focused on that match and they wanted to get back and get into the winning act again.
And so important na matapos makatikim ng pagkatalo, there has to be that response. And
right.
Coach Roger Gurayevo will be pleased to know na ang kupunan niya is ready for the challenge here in the reinforced conference of the PVL. Ngayon, napag-usapan na natin ang High Flyers sa ating pagbabalik. Puntahan naman natin ang Perla Spikers. Don't go anywhere. Napag-usapan na natin ang High Flyers. Ngayon, puntahan naman natin ang Perla Spikers, who are currently in a bit of a slump dito sa reinforced conference ng PVL. At kasama natin ngayon ang kanilang kapitan and the standout performer for the locals in their last outing, Sue Roses. Thank you for joining us. Tatanong lang kita, ano nga ba ang biggest shortcoming so far na nararamdaman ng Perla Spikers as you guys are now 3 straight defeats ang inyong nararamdaman?
Ngayon kasi sobrang naglalak kami sa teamwork. Kasi lahat kami yun yung napapansin. Individually wala kaming problema. Kailangan namin ma-overcome yung pagdating ng endgame bumibigay, nawawala lahat.
Right. But sa mga fans naman ni Sue Roses, no, yung performance mo naman in that last game kahit talo, ang daming happy kasi excited sila na makita ka ulit. What was your inspiration and mindset going into that game? Then you performed well kahit talo.
Sa akin, inspirasyon ko yung mga kasama ko, teammates ko. Sila yung nagbibigay sa akin ng strength every game. Sila yung tumutulong sa akin. Sila yung, kumbaga, sa kanila ako nagtitiwala. Para ako, mismo sa sarili ko, magtiwala rin ako.
So what's the game plan na today na para makuha niyo ulit yung panalo? Ano gagawin niyo in today's game?
Sabi namin, maglaro lang kami kung paano kami mag-training. Kasi sa training namin, masaya kami. So, this game, sabi namin, mag-enjoy tayo. Enjoy natin lahat ng ginagawa natin. Maging masaya tayo every point.
All right, congrats. Well, good luck, Sue, and thank you for giving us your time here. And sana mahanap nyo yung chemistry sa laban na to kontra sa High Flyers. All right, so Sue starred for the Perla Spikers in their last outing against the Purest Water Defenders, capping off a fantastic performance with 8 points. Ang problema, nagkulang lang sila ng kaunti. By the smallest of margins, they lost those sets against the Purest Water Defenders, and that cost them in the end.
Well, yeah, everyone is always questioning the way, their composure actually at the end of the matches. They could have won, but they come up short. But Sue Roses, we got to tell the fans, she was an MVP already in this league year way back. And she's really shown us her maturity from being a star player to being a role player. She's still performing well for the fans and, for her team. So that's a good sign for Perlas.
Started on the bench in that game against the Purest Water Defenders, pero nung pinasok na siya, hindi na siya inilabas ng kanyang coach, and there's a reason why. Sue Roses, of course, fantastic performer, and we will see what role she plays here today against our High Flyers. Now let's take a look back at that match kontra sa Purest Water Defenders. 4-set win para dito sa young side of NU. And continuing to surprise dito sa Reinforced Conference. They have a lot of young players, but wow, they have some strong imports and they have been gelling well.
Well, we talked about gelling. That's what Perlas is looking for in today's game. They lost in 4 sets. Again, we mentioned 4 close sets. Could have gone either way, but the beauty of this conference is, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They're still not out of it. It's what you get from your losses. You learn, take the positives, and move forward. And they're hoping in today's game, they will come up with that victory.
And let's remember, the Perla Spikers may be on a 3-game losing streak, pero sila pa lang ang nakakatalo sa Cool Smashers, which is a loaded lineup. So certainly they have the quality. Makikita natin ngayon in this game against the High Flyers. Can they put it together? Can they find the chemistry? That will be key to snap this 3-game losing streak. We're excited to get underway. The players are just about ready para sa ating first set of action. At this point, we'd like to remind everybody to please become part of the discussion. Send us your tweets over ABS-CBN Sports at gamitin ang hashtag na PVL on ABS-CBN. Nasa Instagram din po ang ABS-CBN Sports. Look for at ABS-CBN_sports. And don't forget to like the Premier Volleyball League on Facebook. Ang sabi nga natin, malapit na siya sa 1 million likes. Help us get over that mark. So with that, without further ado, we are about to get underway. Dito sa Phil Oil Flying V Center, we've got DJ Jams playing us the music here at the venue. And now we're going to throw you over to Coach Mac, our stadium announcer.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Bobby Celso. Second referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Let's call on our starting lineup from our BanKo-Perlas Spikers. Let's start off with their team captain, number 3, Suzanne Roses. At number 10, foreign guest player, Juterat Montrepila. Number 11, Mary Joy Dacoron. Number 12, Jamanea Ferrer. Number 15, foreign guest player from the USA, Lakia Bright. Number 16, Rongo Mai Papa, Amy Ahumiro. Libero, number 7, Maria Giselle Jessica Tan. Head coach, Mr. Ariel Dong de la Cruz. Calling on our PayMaya High Flyers. Team captain is number 4, Jasmine Nabor. At number 1, foreign guest player, Tess Nicole Roundtree. Number 2, foreign guest player, Shelby Sullivan. Number 5, Gretchel Soltones. Number 13, Celine Domingo. Number 15, Jerilee Malabana. Libero, number 6, Lizzie Ann Pantone. Head coach, Mr. Roger Gorayev. This is match number 18.
So here are the starters para sa dalawang koponan today, Perla Spikers and the High Flyers. The question that we had at the pregame was, would Sue Roses, after performing so well in their last outing, get a start today? And the answer is yes, the captain will start for the Perla Spikers. Meanwhile, si Gretchel Soltones naman nagbabalik para sa High Flyers. Only played one set, I believe, in their last outing. So it's good to see Gretchel Soltones back in action.
Yeah, we all know that Soltones, what she brings to this team, so they really need her there.
Jingam Lang and Noreen Go calling the action.
Any service, enjoy the Coron.
Starting things off here. Ingo. At the best set para kay Kia Bright. Roundtree getting the first point here for the High Flyers.
Well, the blockers would really have to be more aggressive. Obviously, Roundtree, when she sees a Jem Ferrer in front of her, she will attack. So defense also has got to work double time at the back.
Tess Roundtree from California had 24 big points in their last game. And medyo mahirap para kay Kia Bright.
Good save.
Soft touch para kay Ahumiro. From the back row, Soltones. That did not go over.
Yeah, she was hesitant in that play, obviously, and you know, a coach will always say, if you want to do it wholeheartedly. The moment you hesitate, you know, the chances are pretty low.
Kia Bright anticipating yung hulog ni Jasmine Nabor. That's a point for the High Flyers.
Yeah, Malabanan going through the blockers.
Jerilee Malabanan getting off the mark here. It's a big competition for Jerilee Malabanan. Going into the PVL, hasn't had much playing time for FVU. Yeah, for one reason or the other, but we all know the quality na meron si Jerilee Malabanan.
That's true, and for her fans, we always mention, for the fans of these players, the fans of Jerilee, they're always happy because they get to see her play. She has more playing time here at the PVL.
Did come as a big surprise na hindi siya nabigyan ng maraming playing time in the last UAAP season, given na in the PVL, she has been really excelling.
But you gotta understand, we gotta explain naman, in fairness to the coaches, they have their game plan and they're looking for a certain chemistry. So even if a player is good, but for him at that moment in time, if the chemistry isn't there, you know, I'd use somebody else. So it's really about planning for a coach.
And of course, there's also the aspect na programa yan for the college teams. You have to be filtering and getting the young players more playing time, and sometimes that comes at the expense of some of the veterans.
That's true.
Sent right back here to the High Flyers. Roundtree from the back row. Free ball now. Then they take advantage. Nabor, back set to Soltones.
Oh, good dig.
Roses will do the setup job. Malabanan, deflected at the net. Ferrer, pupuntahan si Sue Roses. It's a good block.
Oh, good save.
Quick reactions, salvaging that point para sa Perla Spikers, who are up by 1.
Yeah, and that reaction says it all, that smile. Maybe they kind of got lucky there, but good reflex there by Jem Ferrer.
Well received here, Nabor. Pupuntahan si Gretchen Soltones. Really trying to get her going here. Go right back to her. Naibalik si Gretchen Soltones. Not the best start so far.
Well, that's a wall there. We talk about Dacoron there teaming up with Sue Roses. That's a twin towers. And Sue Roses just gets the better of that.
Almira's serve. It's a deep one. Malabanan. She will score.
Down the line.
Yeah, finding that hole there in the blockers. That's what you like about Jerry Malabanan, you know. That's why she gets playing time here in the PVL. Even if she gets denied or she commits mistakes, she makes up for that.
Right.
And that's why she gets playing time here.
Ferrer. That's a beautiful block from the High Flyers as we check in now with our panel at large, Kamala Gmay.
Adding intensity to the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference are the beautiful imports. At ngayon, nakausap ko si Kia Bright kanina and she said the Philippines is extremely different and she's loving it. Everybody is bubbly and upbeat, especially her teammates. Back in the States, at home, she is more about intensity and focus, but so far, she is learning the importance of that here. The smiles and positive mindset of the Filipinos is something new to her. Aside from this, Kia said, like I said a while ago, she tried some Filipino food. She loves pancit and lumpia. This 22-year-old also shared she is very close to her family back home, and she is the eldest of her 4- and 5-year-old little brothers. They, along with her current teammates, are her constant reminder to stay young and lighthearted. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Kamala Gmay. Quite a gap between her and her siblings, 4 and 5 years old. Of course, Kia Bright just 22, I believe, still a very young lady. Certainly packs a lot of talent, bringing them over here to the PVL. Glad she's enjoying her stay in the Philippines so far.
But you know, that's what's nice about having imports come here. You know, we learn from them, obviously, that's why we get imports. But, you know, they're learning from us, the culture, the food,
right,
and the experiences. So it's a, you know, it's a reciprocity.
Yeah. That one straight into the net from Drew Tarat, Montrepilla. That'll take us into the technical timeout. The High Flyers have taken the lead here, 8-6. As you mentioned, the Perla Spikers have been struggling in the last 3 games. And they dropped a tight one against the Purest Water Defenders in their last outing. Let's take a look at the statistics.
Yeah, well, they find themselves trailing in all categories in spikes, blocks, and aces. So these are the things that you obviously want to improve on moving forward to your future match.
15 less spikes, 2 less blocks, and 3 less aces. The Perla Spikers needing to up their game, and that was a sneaky one from Jen Ferrer.
Jen Ferrer of old. For those who know her, you know that she has a lot of tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah. Caught the entirety of the High Flyers off guard there.
Serving for BanKo.
Serve.
Quick hit para kay Domingo. Nagana dito para sa High Flyers.
You see the hang time of that hit. I mean, it was a high set, but she had so much hang time. She just hit it down.
Service ni Soltones. Ferrer will set up Bright. And I think that's the first time she got a nice clean set, and she rewarded that with a nice clean hit.
That's true. That's a decent set there, which is, you know, obviously for the Perla Spikers, you want to work on converting, you know, your offense, getting points. Because if we look at the point output of the players, nobody has actually gone over 20 in the previous game.
Right.
So you got players, these imports, you have Sue Roses. You need one player at least to go over that 20 points. So in today's game, they have to work on converting.
Especially when you look around the league right now and you have somebody like Janisa of the Purest Water Defenders who's dropping 30-point games on the regular. You start to want more from your imports. Now it will go wide para kay Kia.
Kia Bright found herself beneath the volleyball. So we always tell the will be volleyball players, always the ball in between the net and the player. You're not under the ball.
Right. Good serve from the High Flyers. At the Perla Spikers scrambling. City Domingo able to score.
Good effort there, but yeah, the High Flyers get that point.
Worrying signs now for the Perla Spikers, and that is what Ariel de la Cruz is feeling right now as he calls a timeout. Let's listen in.
Nagagawa nila lahat yung gusto nila, mahina yung service natin. Ha? Kailangan karga natin yung serve. Nakapag-quick sila, kung ano yung ginagawa nila. Okay? So, pag-rotate natin, kailangan natin ng karga natin kung ito yung service. Okay? You put serve hard. Okay? We have to make our service hard. They can get in.
A stronger serve, yan ang hinahanap ni Ariel de la Cruz of the Perla Spikers. As the High Flyers are having their way with him on offense, making it a little too easy for them to receive and execute.
You know, it's good for the coach to recognize that and to tell them that we got to serve harder, we got to challenge the reception of the High Flyers.
Confidence booster para kay Amy Ahumiro. That's where she thrives. Quick set down the middle.
They'll need more of that. Talking about Perlas, they need more combination plays, but in order for that to happen, they need to pass better. Oh, good dig.
From the back row. Beautiful from Roundtree.
What an angle. It's not the best set, obviously, for her. It was not as fast as we wanted, but the angle, the way she hit that ball, it was really tough to defend.
4-point lead for the High Flyers. Ferrer back setting for Kia Bright.
Oh, good save.
Unconventional, but it works for Roundtree. What a hit that was. Beautiful from Montripila.
Yeah, from the back. When we talked about Perlas earlier, and they've lost 3 consecutive games. Look at the way they play. As Suro said, individually, kaya nila. They're looking really for that teamwork.
Yes.
They have to gel.
No touch. Malabanet's hit goes over. Just like that. Dalawa na lang ang lamang dito ng High Flyers.
We still gotta commend Lizzie and Gata Pantone really playing well for the High Flyers in this conference.
So Donis with the reception. Abor setting up Roundtree from the back row. Ferrer on Tripila. Ay balik, second opportunity. She goes for power now. As you mentioned, Pantone always in the right spot.
Still there.
Malabanan again went for power. Got a touch this time.
Yeah, good call.
14-11.
But what a read by Pantone. She was everywhere in that play, that last rally.
Of course, you get more attention if you're diving on the floor and, doing the acrobatic saves. But Pantone, she's in the right spot, so she doesn't need to dive. Her positioning is key.
Yep. Least amount of effort. Optimum output.
That's right. Balik sa apat. Ang labang dito ng High Flyers just when the Perla Spikers were starting to get close.
Service number 4.
But actually the High Flyers are not doing anything spectacular. Really. I mean, aside from that back row hit by Roundtree earlier.
She's pleased with that one. Shelby Sullivan shutting out Montripila for the kill block. High Flyers up by 5. We'll be right back. The Perla Spikers are looking for as much firepower as possible, and they got some help from Zihar Vasho in their last outing contra sa Purest Water defenders for the first time. Nakapaglaro ng buong laro. Itong si Zihar Vasho, and she was able to put together 7 points para sa Perla Spikers.
Yeah, of course, the Perla Spikers are used to her. I think she was captain once, and she's used to start, so they're missing her. But hopefully, in the next few games, we can see her actually play or get more playing time.
Been struggling with a bit of an injury, I believe, itong si Zihar Vasho. So who came on, started the game against the Purest Water defenders, came on as a sub in sets 2, 3, and 4. And so far, hindi pa siya nakakakita na action dito kontra sa High Flyers.
Yeah, but we can see her heavily, is that right? I think right, heavily bandaged. So hope it's nothing that serious.
She's been shut out a few times. Ito si Montripila. And this time not to be denied. This time deciding to go down the line.
Right.
Nice clean reception from Pantone.
Oh, good save.
Ahomiro will do the setup job. Running hit for Malabanan. Pereira goes to Sue Roses. Looping hit. Well covered by the High Flyers. Soltones leaning back and one-handed dig for Ahomiro. The Perla Spiker is able to convert there. She's starting to pick up some steam.
Yeah, we gotta see more of that from Montripila. She gotta get her numbers. We were talking about it for Perlas. At least one import should go over 20 points.
Sakit dun. Wide ang service ni Amy Ahomiro. Just as they were closing the gap. So far, yun na siguro yung pinakamalapit. Get within 2.
Yeah.
The High Flyers re-extend their cushion.
What a serve there by Malabanan.
Montripila. What a save from Pantone. Free ball now for the Perla Spikers. Nacoron was a decoy. Montripila finishing it off.
Yeah, finding that hole in the center of the High Flyers defense.
Couple substitutions now para kay Coach Ariel de la Cruz. Papasok si Pem Emnas at si Nicole Tiamzon. Upo muna si Jem Ferrer and si Sue Roses.
I think that's a great substitution, trying to mix things up, hoping to find firepower in Nicole Tiamzon.
Roundtree here. Well blocked.
Yeah, good timing there. Montripila and Dacoron teaming up for that.
Take a look at it one more time. Roundtree got the power. Couldn't get through the block of the Thai import. So pantay na, dalawang kupunan. 2 block points each. The High Flyers respond immediately.
18-16. Yeah, that's what you like about the High Flyers, you know, they try to maintain that lead. They're faced by a mini rally being staged by Perlas, and you know, they just focus on each point, obviously, in today's game.
And Nas back set. Buhay pa to. 2 touches called.
Wow, single block there for Roundtree. What anticipation.
Service.
Back to a 3-point lead. Quick for Dacoron. Roundtree is going to be aggressive.
The dig.
And Nas setting up the substitute, Tiamzon. Deflected at the net. And Nas back set. And the blocking of the High Flyers really making itself be felt here in the first set.
You gotta remember, Sid Domingo is the best blocker, current best blocker of the UAAP season 80. So you give it to her and she can actually reach for it. Don't do that.
Tiamzon getting her first point of the game.
Yeah, that's what you want to see off the bench. Nicole Tiamzon, we know what she can do. We've watched for her, or we followed her career, and they're hoping that she will be the spark plug coming in here in the first set.
Malaki yung butas.
Oo, kita-kita niya eh.
Looping serve. Roundtree gets a touch.
Through the block. 21-17.
Now, how creative can a player be? You're talking about Dacoron and Bright, Kia Bright as your blocker, no problem.
Rachel Soltones.
She's had a great start to this game. Just picking up where she left off, had 24 ang sabi nga natin in their last outing. Yeah, Bright Second opportunity, Pantone makes it look easy. Saltones! You see the look on her face, it's more out of relief than anything.
She'll take it.
Soft touch here. A real beauty from Gretchen Saltones. Timeout on the floor. Let's listen in to the Perla Spikers.
Gumigilid na, sundan mo, huwag kang tumingin sa bola. Okay? Ang titignan mo yung tao mo, kung nagbibina, nandun ka pa eh, tumatalong ka lang kung nasaan ka. Di ba dapat tatapat mo yung tama? Kung ito yung gawin mo ngayon, patakboyin mo to. Labas si, ano doon. Okay? Chami. Kaya ni Chami.
Coach, open na.
Kasi, ha?
Oh, sige.
Ikaw.
Relax.
Saka meron sa gitna, di ba? O lumabas ka doon.
Ariel de la Cruz.
5 points up for the High Flyers.
Wants an adjustment mula kay Joy Dacoron at the net.
Number 5, Rachel.
He wants to see a running hit there, designing a play for Perlas.
Natin kung makaka-execute sila dito. It's a pretty clean reception. Get a good execution from it. High Flyers staying aggressive. Pantone again. The perfect spot. Roundtree is blocked.
It's defense against defense and against defense, and defense wins. But by virtue of a block. But what digging by Pantone.
You gotta love it here. The focus of that timeout mula kay Ariel de la Cruz was the positioning of Joy Dacoron, able to adjust on that sequence. But this has been a real pain for the Perla Spikers. Yung service errors nila, every time they get a confidence booster, they fall flat with a service error.
That's true. And moving over to the High Flyers, I don't think they even had a service error.
Oh, I know. Yeah. But a very clean service game for the High Flyers.
High Flyers now
24-18, Celine Domingo. Continuing to be a force here in the first set.
Piling up the stats for the blocking category.
Great serve from Roundtree. That wraps up the first set for the High Flyers. Capping off what has been a standout period for the California native. Look at that serve.
Yeah, wow.
And that does it for our first set. The High Flyers take it 25-18. We've got highlight statistics and second set action. Don't go anywhere.